because there's not really any way for me to tell. My PC is in the other room, so I just got like my mic and my capture card running to it. And we're gonna hope that's good enough. Let's see, I do want to bring up my stream so that I can only see if the camera freezes. So we were having issues with that earlier. Let's see. Okay, camera's not dead. Okay. So I'm mostly, I think, making GameCube buttons. Because I would like to build an Ashida here pretty soon. But I'm not quite sure what color scheme I want to do yet. So I'm just gonna make a few different color combinations and then see what I like from there. So I am gonna need my scale. Let me see where I put that. Okay, and then I'll also cut the tops off of a few more cups, which isn't necessarily required, but I like working with smaller cups. And Walmart stopped selling they used to sell these really nice sized tiny cups. They don't do that anymore. So now I have to use these weird big ones. But I'll make it work. There's one. Another one. I'll just throw some buttons up for reference. Let's see. That one's cool. There we go. Those are samples at least. Trying to decide how many different cups we're gonna need. We're gonna need one for each color I'm doing. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe just 5. We'll see. Alright, I'll cut one more, just in case there's a color I'm forgetting. There we are. Actually, I might just use a big cup for resin. These GameCube buttons use up a decent amount of resin, so I don't want to have too small of a cup for the base stirring. Okay. I'll go throw on some gloves. Resin is sticky stuff. And having to wash it out of your skin is never fun. So I'll try to avoid that. Okay. So the resin I like to use is Epoxicast 690. And it's nice. Because it comes out very clear. When you mix the two parts together. So you can make clear buttons with it. It doesn't bubble up a whole ton. Just shaking it up real quick. You need to stir it. And you can distribute it by weight. So like here on the label, I can do 100 to 30 because it's two parts. And so I can just see what the weight is on my scale, and I don't have to worry about like getting cups with measurement lines on them or anything. It just makes it a little bit easier. I think we're gonna do. I do 60. I think we might try 60 of part A to start. Okay. What about 70? Because I poured a little bit too much. I don't feel like doing math. Okay, that'll be close enough. So I'm gonna need paper towels. I'll wipe it down later. And then we're gonna need 21 and a little bit of part B. So I'll probably shoot for 91.6 or something. Okay. That should be close enough. So now do a lot of stirring. Don't need to stir on this. Move that off to the side. And stirring's the important part, because if you don't stir the two parts together very well, then you're going to have goopy buttons. That will not harden very well. I prefer to avoid that. So I usually stir longer than I probably have to, but you'll be able to tell when it's mostly stirred. Oh, I can actually zoom in. Wait. I want to try to not touch my camera with these gloves. There we go. So once it's like perfectly clear, that's how you know it's all stirred up together. So it usually takes a few minutes of stirring. And I also want to be sure to get those sides and the bottom. Scrape all along there, so that way there's absolutely nothing that isn't all stirred in. But yeah, as far as a mat to work on, I usually just grab like one of these Amazon envelopes, because if resin sticks onto this, that's not a big deal. And sometimes it'll peel off pretty easily if there's a big glob of resin, but that doesn't always work. But finding replacement Amazon Prime envelopes usually isn't too much of a hassle. So I think, yeah, you can already start to see how at the bottom you can start to make out that that's a recycling logo. So we're just going to stir until it looks just like water. Because this resin gets crazy clear. I used to work with Art and Glow resin, and that stuff, even when it's like all stirred together properly, it's not that clear. You can still tell that it's pretty thick. But you could probably pour this into someone's water glass and they drink it, and then they'd probably die. But at least they think it's water. Okay, yeah, so we're getting there. I think you can see, maybe you can't, I'm not sure how good the stream quality is. Oh, there's some very small bubbles in here. And so I'm going to stir some more and hopefully work some of those out. There's also some very thin streaks. And so I want those to be completely gone. And that way I'll know my resin is properly stirred. Just about there. Okay, I still got a bunch of streaks left. I'm gonna stir for at least another minute. Generally, the more resin you pour, the longer you have to stir. And this is a decent amount, so. I think I need to scrape along the sides more, because that's where I'm seeing the streaks. Also, these wooden sticks are not the best for stirring resin. Because the end of them has like little bits that break off and get into the resin. And so the better stir to use is like those little tiny like black straws that you see at like coffee machines at like hotels and stuff. And I'll be switching to those as soon as I run out of these little wooden sticks. I had to go and like peel off all the bits that were falling off. And so hopefully there shouldn't be bits of wood in my resin, but there is. It's probably not a big deal in most cases. If you're making clear buttons, then you'll definitely be able to tell when there's a bit of, I don't know what kind of wood this is. Kind of feels like balsa wood, a little bit stiffer. Okay. Still streaks along the sides. I'm gonna do some one last thorough scrape and call it good. Oh, there's a bit of something in my resin. Don't know what it is. Get it out of there. Okay. That looks good. So you can see pretty much entirely clear. We've got some bubbles, but the streaks are all gone. Okay. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do all the buttons that involve a clear base. So I'll zoom us back out. So one of the things I want to try is I have some little rocks. I want to try to put rocks in the buttons. I did it a little bit, like when I was first starting to mold buttons. And then I put the rocks aside and never used them again. Even though they made pretty cool buttons. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I've also got a mold for like little flower petals. And so I want to try putting some clear in the bottom of like a GameCube A button. And then put the flower in. And then probably cap it in like white or something. And we'll see how that looks. And then I've got some pretty standard. This is mica powder. It makes pretty sparkly buttons. So I might be going with the sparkly route. And then I'll show the gold dust last. Because the gold dust exploded in the little baggie it was in. And it got gold dust over every other pigment that was in there. So what is that? Is there like a speck on my camera? Or is that my monitor? Hang on. I've got some wicked echo? Oh, like two mics are on? Is that what it sounds like? May have two audio sources on? I think I know how to fix that. I thought... Alright, did that fix the echoing? Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever I disable like the audio on the camera, there's some weird like background static, and so I thought I enabled it on the camera and then disabled it in OBS, but apparently not. Alright, new glove. Yes, I am getting ready for Ashida. I ordered all the parts last night. I'm just not sure what color I want to do it in. So I'm going to mold a bunch of different buttons. I'm thinking I'll either do like a red and orange themed one, because I got a bunch of those. I've got like a dark green filament that I could use with like gold. So I could do some sort of like Zelda-ish themed one. Or I did a bunch of buttons and sprinkles a while back, and I want to put them in something. And so I might do like a pink and white Ashida with some sprinkles. Is this background you telling us to drop our Prime on you? You know, it would be a really effective marketing strategy if I could get subs on Twitch. But I don't think I'm affiliate, so I don't think I can get that. But someday. Although I almost started a stream without taking off the shipping label. So almost doxed myself really effectively. But thankfully we avoided that. Make an ice cream themed portable? That could be fun. I'm just not sure how to emphasize flavors other than sprinkles. Because I feel like if I just put a random brown button on there. But maybe if I come up with some way to get like the texture to look like ice cream scoops. That could be fun. I'll give that some thought. Okay, I think I'm going to try to very carefully pour in resin for the A button. Should be enough. Chocolate chip buttons? Ooh, I don't know. I wonder how chocolate chips would hold up in resin. Because this resin does get somewhat warm. I'm worried that the chocolate would just melt. But I could definitely give it a shot. I've actually got Ooh, I'm trying to think if I have chocolate chips on hand. I know I had some, but when I moved, I might have tossed them. Because I've had them for a while. Come on, go in. Don't want to ruin these tweezers. Poke it with my stick. Do like the idea. I'll definitely give it some thought. Because I hadn't thought beyond sprinkles. And I think we'll try putting rocks in the other buttons on this one. There we go. I might have been better to put the rocks in first. Because I know with some buttons, if you like try to just drop them in, they'll just kind of stick to the surface. Oh no, the rocks are sinking. Okay, that's good. That should be enough rocks in that button. Fill it with resistors. Could do that. I ordered like, I don't know why I did this. When I like did my first DigiKey order, I think I bought like 5,000 0805 like 10K resistors for like GC Plus. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do with all those. Now I just use 0603 for everything. So they're especially useless. So I definitely could just fill a button with resistors. You know what? I'll grab some. Here we go. Where's the... Yeah, here it is. Here's the mistake. I don't know how many of them I actually used, but I got a lot left. Yeah, I agree. I like 0603 best. Small enough that you can fit them just about anywhere, and you don't feel sad when you're soldering them. Okay, I think that's just about enough. Alright. Yeah, well, that's G-Man. Are you guys assembling the boards in-house, or are those being done through, like, PCBWay or something? Because, I mean, if you're having a machine do it, then it's probably not quite as bad. Oh, wow, okay, that is bold, then. Yeah, syringes are probably the play. I should probably pick up a set of those. Because, using the drop method is not super effective. Alright. Resistor time. Okay, that wasn't nearly enough. Oh, he has a pick and place? Okay. Hey, MP3. Doing pretty well. Alright, that should be enough. There we go. I'm putting all sorts of things in the buttons today. Shank wanted resistor buttons, so I'm gonna try that. And then I've got some rocks. And I've got just some like random powders that are nice and shiny. But I'm trying to decide what I want to do for my Ashida. So, trying all sorts of things. Alright. Should be enough. Yeah, resistors and buttons probably isn't a great idea, but I mean, I have a bunch of extra resistors laying around, and who knows? Maybe it'll look really cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get I've got the files on my SD cards. My printer's ready to go. So I think probably right after this, I'm gonna get the print started. And then hopefully my printer doesn't die overnight. But it's been running consistently recently, so I'm hopeful it'll be able to do the case just fine. But I don't think I've ever done a print longer than like 12 hours on it. I think some of the Ashida ones are like 16. I don't know, I think having no filter is probably one of your greater assets. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the PCBWay prints turn out. I saw Wesk has like different files for like resin printing and then like FDM printing. What's the difference on them? Is it just like how the lip was made? Because I was chatting with him about that, and I guess he did the lip differently for FDM printing since you have to print it at an angle. Because I was having issues when I was trying to print my PS2 case on my printer. White and blue? Yeah, that sounds nice. Done like blue shell white portables a few times with like the super light blue color, and that always looks really nice. But I've also done that one a lot, so I want to try something a little different for this portable. Let's try yellow rocks. Oh. Have you used their white case service before in the past? Because I was looking at that, because I'm gonna need a resin case, and so I was looking at the white stuff because that seems like it would be the easiest to paint. You haven't? Okay. Then definitely let me know how it turns out. Because I'm pretty sure the white print is cheaper than transparent. Oh, I just realized I probably should have put resin in before the rocks. But we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, much cheaper? Okay. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess, that translucent is cheaper. Because it's essentially... Is it the same print, just without the special coating? Oops. Gotcha. Okay. I think this set is pretty much done. A conglomeration of rocks and resistors and everything in between. I'll just set it off to the side because I want to give bubbles some time to rise. Is there anything else? Oh, I wanted to try... I've got green rocks. I want to try green rocks. We'll put green rocks in... Is this? No, that's the one I have random resin in the bottom of for some reason. Here we go. I think they're both labeled like UTR 8100, so I assume they're like the same resin, but... Okay, green rocks. Okay. I saw that PCBWay does like injection molding. They didn't have a price estimate for it, but no idea what it would actually cost. Yeah, dyed cases do sound super cool. I want to try getting dyes on the transparent cases to see if that's like an easy way to get fantastic shells without having to do any painting. I think Stoned Edge, I think he did that on like a CNC. Yeah, they get to sponsor a YouTube video. You receive 1 injection mold. That could be fun. Okay. I think now I need to start distributing into other cups. Okay. I guess we'll just pour the rest of it out. Okay. Let's try some red mica powder. So this should be sparkly red buttons. Oh, I forgot. The one pain I have with mica powder is that it doesn't stir super well. Or maybe the stuff I got is just cheap. Because I think I got like a 30 pack of different mica powders for like 10 bucks or something. So I might be stirring for a minute. This is almost more of a reddish purple mica powder. I think I want just straight red, but go ahead and use it. Oh, yeah. Does the Ashida need the springs on the Z buttons too? I haven't looked into that, although I think the Z button works with or without the spring, but sourcing GameCube springs might be an issue. I've got a bunch of like leftover boards and parts from broken GameCube controllers, so I'll probably use those for the most part in my Ashida. And then I ordered a Wii Classic controller in pretty good condition, so I'll grab the sticks from that. Haven't looked into it? Okay. Because I don't know if I have the springs anymore to any of my Z buttons. That should be enough stirring. This one doesn't seem as chunky as some of the other ones. Okay, I think we'll pour this into some switch buttons. Because I don't think this is going to be useful for what I want. But we'll go ahead and use it anyways. I might grab some keycap molds, because I don't think I'm going to be able to use this all and just switch buttons. Whoops. Oh. Okay. Who killed worms? Oh, that reminds me. Does Baseline live at your place, Shank? Because I was watching the Virtual Boy video again, and I saw a Marth poster on a door. So I was trying to remember if I'd met him, like when I was there for Shankapalooza. Oh, not anymore. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, man. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. May the PCB Way cases treat you well. Okay, I still have more resin to burn. Go grab more keycaps. Okay, for whatever reason, this mold has some black resin left in the bottom of it. Maybe that'll turn into something cool. yeah, resin casting is... It's definitely worth the time. It's a lot of fun just to like throw things together and see how it works. Oh, okay, there's a speck on my camera. I'll get that cleaned up later. But yeah, it was definitely... I wish I would have gotten into it sooner, because for a while I had a bunch of stuff for it and I just never got into it because I assumed it was really hard. And it is kind of hard to get like really, really nice buttons. But if you just want to mix things together and get decent quality buttons, then you don't need any crazy equipment. Although, the more I do it, the more I find myself wanting a pressure pot. But that's one of those someday investments. Let's see, I think orientation is like that. Okay, got rid of all the red stuff. Let's do orange, I guess. Hopefully this orange color is actually what I'm looking for. So I want to get... just want these out of the way. Ooh, that might be too much. Let's see. I think I might go run and grab some chocolate chips, because those do seem like something fun to try. This might mesh well with the sprinkle buns. Maybe marshmallows. Although I don't know how well marshmallows would hold up in resin. Those might not survive. Okay, I do like this orange color. This is pretty much what I'm looking for. That should be good enough. Let's make a D-pad first. Might actually be a lighter orange than what I want. It's always hard to tell, because depending on what the background is, the color just looks way different. But that looks good. Okay. Let's pour just a little bit more, just in case. There we go. And we'll use... what will I use the rest of the orange on? I guess we'll just make a quick B button, Y button. I'll make a Y button. I guess we're making a few buttons. That might not have been a smart decision, because now when I stick the two halves together, I'm pretty sure the orange is going to leak into the green stuff. But if there's enough rocks in there, it shouldn't be noticeable. So hopefully there's enough rocks. I also have some weird looking buttons. right orientation on this? Yes, okay. Light squish. All the extra guts come out. So I think a couple of these are ready to flip. I hope that D-pad is oriented right. It's tough to tell on some molds. This one needs to go like that. Not like that. There we go. And we'll flip this one too while we're at it. Okay, there might not be enough resin in that one, because that one didn't leak very much. Okay, we'll just throw the rest of the orange at this real quick. These are Wii Vision buttons right here, which I still need to build a Wii Vision at some point. I've got all the stuff for it, just need to actually put it together. And I haven't decided on like a case or like a design for it yet. And so I think I have probably like 10 sets of Wii Vision buttons at this point in various colors, so whatever I do decide, I'll be ready for. Okay. All done with orange. I don't think I'm actually going to do just flat red buttons, because I know what that looks like. Do I want to do yellow mica powder? How many? I've got just 2. I will try a yellow mica powder. Okay. I might add some more, because it's looking a little clear. I don't want clear yellow. I want a pretty solid yellow. But I also don't want to add too much mica powder. So let's hope this doesn't kill anything. There we go. It's a nice shiny banana color. Okay. Then I have some buttons that I started like 6 months ago, because these are actually have like some clear resin in the bottom of them. And so I probably had some plan for some cool buttons, but I don't remember what they were. So I'm just going to fill in the rest with yellow resin. And hopefully the fact that the resin in the bottom has been cured for 6 months still lets it bond with the new stuff. If not, then getting it out of the bottom is going to be obnoxious. There we go. I think that's the right orientation. There we go. One more squish. I don't know if I have enough yellow left for a D-pad, but I'll try it. Wow, I do. Very cool. Then I'll make a set of yellow buttons real quick, because I think that's about as much as I've got left. Huh, it almost looks like gold. Yeah, we'll go and use up the rest of this. Okay, so this is all we've got left. I'm gonna go run downstairs and see if I still have chocolate chips. I might not though. But let's take a quick peek. do have chocolate chips. Okay, I think I should be able to do the rest of this with just one glove. Ugh, those are some ugly chocolate chips. Well, I use what I've got. Let's see, maybe we just put in like three of the prettiest ones. Okay, maybe we put in 2 of the prettiest ones. I think that's gonna close. Okay, we'll put in 1 chocolate chip. I think they make tiny chocolate chips. Okay, see ya, MP3. Thanks for stopping by. I don't think these chocolate chips are gonna be the best test subject, but why not? Let's see what happens. Oh. Yeah, it's already starting to look soggy. I think we're going shopping tomorrow. I'll be sure to grab some tiny chocolate chips. I think that might be the play. Okay, cool. I didn't pour in too much, so we'll set that off to the side, because we're not going to be filling in the other side of that mold. And then the stupid gold powder. I need the scooper. Let me see if I can find a scooper. Okay, can't find my little scoopers, so I'm gonna use, I think this is meant for like manipulating clay, but it is now my gold dust scooper. Let's give it just a little bit more. Okay, that should be plenty. And this time, I'll make sure the lid is screwed on all the way. There we go. And one more stir. I'm pretty sure this makes a really, really nice gold effect, though. I used it in... I'm trying to remember what I made with it. Oh, I made the gold buttons for a Wii Boy. Just made some like gold DS Lite buttons. And it turned out really nice. So hopefully it should still look good on big buttons. Although at the end of the day, it does just kind of look like gold mica powder. I actually have gold mica powder. I wonder if it would look better, worse, or the same. So if I can't tell a difference, then there's probably no point in spending $5 on a tiny little vial that ends up looking the same as a 25-cent vial. Alrighty. Is that enough stirring? I think so. Okay. This is one of my oldest GameCube molds. I might need to retire it soon. It's starting to show a bit of wear. Okay. Go like that. And like that. Oh, we should get the like little bits of leftover resin in here. Gonna want to get those out. Perfect. Okay. A, B, no, we'll make a dice while we're at it. The dice never really turn out, but maybe this time it'll work. Okay, around the edges. Then backfill this guy. Put just a little bit more in these. Use up the rest of this. Okay. I think I might have another switch button mold real quick. Yeah, I'll just use up the last of it. Alrighty. I think that's all the buttons I wanted to make. I think tomorrow... Oh, welcome back. I think you got back just in time for me to be done. Just squishing everything together now. But I think tomorrow when I go shopping, I'm gonna pick up some small candy. Shank mentioned, because I was talking about how I might do sprinkles. Do like a sprinkles theme portable. Oh, wait, am I in Super Mario World? I could have sworn I changed my category to hobbies and... I don't know, I am in Super Mario World. Well. Oh well. But, I was thinking about doing... like, sprinkle-themed buttons. Because I was working with that, and they look really nice. But Shank mentioned ice cream. And I don't know how much I could do with ice cream. But I think the play might just be, like, candy-themed buttons. So tomorrow I'm going to pick up some chocolate chips. I don't know what else I'd grab. Whatever, something that's small enough to be distinct from, like, sprinkles. But I think that would be fun. And then I might do, like, the front half of the case pink, the back half white. Something like that. I think the one problem is figuring out what I'll do for sticks. Because I can't really mold GameCube sticks right now, unfortunately. Although I wish I could. But I haven't gotten into the rubber stuff for that. So if I were to mold them, they'd just be like hard plastic. And I mean, it would probably be fine. I'm not super picky, but if I'm gonna put stuff, I'm gonna put a direct drive screen in it, so I don't, I think everybody who uses the rubber uses a pressure pot. So it might be required. I really don't know. But yeah, that might be why I haven't done it yet. It's been a while since I looked into it. But I think that's everything. Buttons. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it there. But thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And I'll probably stream the Ashida build. I'm trying to think when the parts for that are coming in. I want to do a Louis stream as well. I don't know, I might just be doing one every weekend for a while. Alright, thanks man. Have a good night too.